Premier Planet, it's me, your favorite MC, JB, Justin Barlow, wishing you a happy new year and thanking you all for your continued support of PPW throughout all of 2016. If you weren't in Woodstock this last Friday night for our final taping of the year, here's what you missed. The evening started off with Chase Gosling wasting no time coming out to the ring. If you remember, Chase was scheduled for a non-title match against the champ, Matt Vine, as sanctioned by Premier CEO Randy Ritchie. Chase comes out to the ring pretty much straight out of the gate, calls Vine out, and says if you're the fighting champion you claim to be, you will put that title on the line, but first you'll put a shot at that title up against me in a non-title match. Well, Vine wasn't even dressed to compete yet. But being the fighting champion he is, Vine accepted Chase's offer, but it turned out the whole thing was a setup. It was a ruse, because who comes to ringside? Chase Gosling's Dirty Boys Club compatriots, Ronnie Metro and Andy Anderson. They sneak down to ringside and they help Chase pull off a win against Vine. And due to the stipulation, Vine now has no choice but to put the gold on the line against Chase later in the evening. Following that, we had Texas Pete taking on the 280-pound corn-fed colossus, Michael Mack. Now, Texas Pete, apparently, he still hasn't learned not to poke the bear, or in this case, the colossus. He got on Mack's bad side, and Mack answered with a huge slam, pretty much turning Pete into a Texas pancake in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Michael Mack goes into 2017 with a moral victory on his back. After that, the hotly anticipated Challenge Pro Cup Finals. It came down to the human video game, the former PPW World Heavyweight Champion Scott Colton, and current NXT hopeful, one of the 6 individuals that PPW has gotten an official WWE tryout for since 2012, Ronnie Metro. These two guys, everyone knew this match was going to be one to watch, and they were right. Everything on the line. These two guys worked so hard to get to the finals. They were finally there. Ronnie Metro sneaking one in early on. He's arguing in the corner with the referee. Scott Colton approaches, but while the referee's eyes are on Ronnie kicks his leg back. Low blow to Colton. After that, Ronnie hits a famouser. 1, 2, 3. Winner of the first fall, Ronnie Metro. But Scott Colton, we've seen that heart, and it just seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger each and every time he is in that ring. Ronnie, apparently thinking that he had it in the bag, let his guard down for just a fraction of a second. That allowed Colton to use that trademark agility, that lightning fast speed. He's able to get Ronnie on the mat, and it goes up to the top turnbuckle. Beautiful, picture perfect 450 splash right across Ronnie's chest. Colton picks up the 1, 2, 3 to score the second fall, and it came down to one last fall. Winner take all, and your winner, the human video game, Scott Colton. Thanks to a beautiful springboard Japanese sunset flip, he rolls Ronnie up. 1, 2, 3, and Scott Colton leaves Ronnie Metro in disbelief, and he grabs that Challenge Pro Cup that he worked so hard for, and he parades it around the ring amongst the Premier Planet. The place is going crazy. There's applause, there's screams, there's chanting. It was a sight to behold. Congratulations to Scott Colton on his Challenge Pro Cup victory. Following that, Andy Anderson and Iniestra. Teacher versus student. Andy, if you remember, was one of Iniestra's mentors when Iniestra first came around to PPW. But ever since Andy has had this change of heart, this change of personality as of late, ever since joining up with Chase Gosling and Ronnie Metro, Andy's attitude has just been, it's not been favorable to his former students, and Iniestra was really looking to make a statement on the veteran here tonight. But unfortunately, no can do. Iniestra, unfortunately, he's in the corner with Andy. Andy shoves Iniestra backward. Iniestra goes into the referee, knocks the referee down. The referee calls for the disqualification. Iniestra is disqualified, and Andy picks up the victory via disqualification. But these two will meet again this coming Saturday night because it has been announced there will be a tag team match. It will be the Dirty Boys Club of, Iniestra will be in action this coming Saturday night. He's teaming with the Challenge Pro Cup winner, the human video game Scott Colton, and they're going to take on Andy's compatriots in the Dirty Boys Club, Chase Gosling and Ronnie Metro. Big tag team match. You are not going to want to miss that one. And in our main event, the World Heavyweight Championship, which was not originally supposed to be on the line, was defended by the world exclusive Matt Vine against the man who pulled off a ruse on him in the opening contest, Chase Gosling. Now, Chase has been saying that that belt is still rightfully his. He wants it back to prove that he is king of the mountain here in PPW, but equally Matt Vine wanted to go into 2017 on top of the mountain as well. And these guys, I'm just going to put it simply, they pummeled the crap out of each other. These two guys beat each other into exhaustion, so close for each man so many times, and just as it looked like one of them might finally score the W and go out of 2016 with a victory, what happens? Ronnie Metro sneaks down to ringside as the referee's counting 3, just as it looks like Matt Vine might take a win. He pulls the referee out of the ring. The ref is knocked out on the floor. Ronnie gets in the ring, starts helping Chase wail on Vine, and after that it was referees and wrestlers alike getting into the ring. We had 3 referees in this one. All 3 got knocked out and were laid out outside the ring. Pandemonium and chaos erupted inside the ring. And once the smoke had finally cleared, Premier CEO Randy Ritchie comes to ringside and announces, you know what? We're going to start 2017 off in a huge way. And that was when he dropped the bomb that this Saturday night, we will see the return of PPW's signature match. And it will be for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's right, I'm talking about the Armageddon Gauntlet. If you've never seen one of these, it's a sight to behold. You're going to want to come out to Woodstock this Saturday night to see it. 8 men are going to be gunning for the champ. Matt Vine, I don't think he's ever faced odds like this. He's going to essentially be defending his title against 8 other guys. Participants are drawn one by one. 2 men start the match. When 1 man is eliminated, he doesn't go to the back. In fact, the whole time, every member of the roster is going to be at ringside acting like lumberjacks. So there is absolutely nowhere for anyone to run, nowhere for anyone to hide. And another huge bombshell that Randy announced. He said he got a call this week, and returning this Saturday night to action here in the Premier Studio, it's the former PPW World Heavyweight Champion and current NXT hopeful, another individual that Premier has gotten a tryout for at WWE within the last 5 years. The Persian powerhouse, Malad Akbar, is back this Saturday night, and he will be competing for the gold in the Armageddon Gauntlet. Once again, Premier Planet, I want to thank you all on behalf of everyone here at PPW for supporting us throughout 2016. 2017, as great as 2016 was, we guarantee is going to be even better. And we're going to want you all along for the ride. Thank you all for your continued support, and Happy New Year.